All right, good. Now we just got to do that one more time.
Please, Dad, don't knock me out.
Okay.
And then they just do it again because there's 3 of them.
Yep. There's 3 of them. So this bottom guy is 2d6, 2d8, 2d12.
This respectable guy could tank the damage.
Well,
It's
unfortunately,
the knockout is intense.
Oh shit! I guarded. Hold on. I guarded before I came up here. I didn't include my guard dice last time.
Oh, okay.
Well, we already rolled through all that. Let me include it this time, though.
Include it this time, and you didn't end up taking anything from the last one, so it's okay, I
I
guess.
haven't marked his aim, but that's my guard die. You still hit me though, because you rolled a 12, and that was a shot in the dark. So we're looking at what, 3 now?
3.
3 weak.
But you get to soak it twice.
Yeah, I've
And
done
you-
it.
All right. Well, they tried. They almost came close. I mean, we didn't include your guard for the first one, but still. And last but not least, up here with Norbert. This guy's not attacking, but he is going to guard for pack tactics. And then we're going to do these 2. Top one is... This probably isn't going to go well for Norbert, I think. 2d6, 1d8, 2d12. This guy's also going to guard.
More flesh for the feast.
Yep, and he's going to dodge. Or he's going to parry because he gets his d12, right? So parry is going to be 2d6 and a d12. Does not get strength. Okay, so 9.
That is a tie.
tie.
You don't have a shield.
Okay, he can't retreat to break that tie?
No. You'd have to retreat to improve your cover, and you can't do that with a melee attack. Not easily.
Gotcha. All right.
I mean,
In that
it's hand-to-hand
case,
combat.
I mean, that is not impaling either, so...
Yeah.
yeah. So he's going to take 1 hit then?
You take a 1-point hit.
And we're just going to soak. Which I believe...
I mean, like, the big advantage of a shield is you win on ties, and it doesn't sound like that big of a deal until you start playing the game.
Yeah, and he soaks it. So we're going to do that one more time, and then that's it.
You know, I only just noticed that these tokens have numbers on them.
Yeah, I know. They're real tiny.
Well, I've always zoomed out to get as much of the map in as possible, so I never see these things.
Yeah. So he soaked it, but he's still reeling, correct?
Yeah, because he got
Still
hit.
reeling. Next guy I'll try again with a bonus DA.
Yep. And 2d6 and a d12. Now I got to keep my numbers straight. 6 does not... screens out everything except for these 2 7s, so that would be 2 hits plus 2 so is 4 plus and then he's soaking it 2d6 and a d8. So 2 hits go through, so he is unconscious now, but there's no one with actions left to drag him away.
Oh, these aren't the weak maces.
These are the weak maces. Or these are... The actual maces do +2.
Oh, but they're not the weak maces. I'm only asking if it's weak damage.
Oh no, it is weak. They are the weak maces, which means that he gets to soak again, right?
Right. If
I'm
it's
messing
weak,
this up.
then he soaks twice. That's why I was asking, because he only rolled once.
Right,
No,
the
that's
danger
good.
is
Well,
it's
that was
not-
pointless.
It didn't
Yeah.
actually matter, but yeah.
knockout strike, even though it's weak damage, is also more likely to knock you unconscious.
Again,
Right, because they just have to get 1 hit through.
Thank God we got someone here that can wake you up with a word.
That means he falls asleep, so he actually has a chance to wake back up on his own, but he's not going to get it because they're going to drag him away.
Oh, wait. The doctor can't wake people up from a sleep, can he?
No, he can.
Well, he can do unconscious.
Did.
Can he do a sleep?
Yes.
Okay.
Sleep and conscious are under the same banner.
Sleep is weaker than unconscious.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I just know that you have a bunch of abilities that transfer down, like turn unconscious into something, or that sort of thing.
Yeah, no. It's he can do both asleep and unconscious.
All right. To make sure that there wasn't like a threat that we were unprepared for.
Yeah. No, asleep is basically you just fainted.
Well,
Okay.
that's in Nordbert's alley, I think.
So Norbert goes down. That's the end of their action. It's back to you.
Get up here, Connor.
Yeah. Hardman, do you need the rally?
No.
Okay. I will, in fact, then rally Norbert.
Okay, let's see if you can get him up.
And recharge my magic. Rally. You're a hero. Get back up. So he's not reeling or asleep now.
He is, however, prone.
Oof.
But he does have
Prone.
action, so he can do what he wants.
Well, I'm going to go help Norbert, who I think needs it.
I'm coming back, Anushka says.
Yeah, well, also, you're getting Connor as support. You don't need any help. So I'm going to go ahead and move to, let's see, that's, God damn it. Okay, it's 9. All right. So that would get me here. Let's do that. And then I'll drift. Perfect.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Deliberately shorting it and then drifting. You are guarding and you're armed with a mace, which means I'm going to have to guard as well because you will counterattack me and totally clobber me. Fortunately, Norbert is a horse and now gets a meager tactics bonus.
Sweet. All right. Dash here. And let's start this chain with a attack.
Okay.
Actually, no, better yet, I should guard so I give Harmon the tactics on 2 of them.
Well, no, I mean, let me first recover from reeling so that I threaten, so that you can then attack and get your bonus. It's better that 2 of us attack than 1 of us attacks.
All right.
So I'll recover
here we
from
go.
reeling, and then you attack, and then I'll attack.
Okay. So you're attacking this guy down here, Connor?
Number 1, yes.
Gotcha. All right. He's gonna try to counter.
This is my favorite sabers. I'm going to reroll that D10 from tactics.
Nice. And he's not going to use the knockout strike to counter. It's going to be a full-bodied strike. Oof,
Yeah,
all right.
You can't use knockout strike to counter, so.
All right. Respectable, but you still got through with your 10.
So that's 3 damage.
Okay. Oof, and it all goes through. Reeling, hurt, and a furred.
All right. Well, I might as well attack that guy. Yeah, he seems to be still a combatant. I wouldn't mark him off. So I have tactics because Connor is threatening.
And he can't counter. He's gonna try to parry.
I'll reroll that D8.
There's the 12. All right. Parry with the 2d6. And he still has his guard, right? Even though he's reeling?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so that is 2. You're already hurt, so that's 3. Plus 2 is 5 oftentimes. So.
Oftentimes. Becomes 4, soaked one of them.
All right, so he's dying.
Yep.
And then I
Blam.
sweep to the next guy.
All right.
He's still
Now this-
threatened by Connor. I'm still
This
strong.
guy will try to counter for 2d6 and a d12. 11!
Alright.
No, 11's not right. 6.
Yeah, I've had an 8, so you 3
Yeah.
damage.
Okay. Becomes 1 damage. Reeling, hurt.
Yep, and I sweep to the next guy. This guy I do not have tactics on.
Okay, but he will also try to counter you. 2d6 and a d12.
I'll reroll that d6 just in case I can tie.
Yeah,
So close.
so close. Okay. So that'll be 3 damage coming towards you with the mace.
I soak it.
Fully soaked. All right.
Really.
He sees the blade coming at him as it's just dicing through his friends, and he's like, wait, I got this. Wham!
I don't
just
have to
rattling
avoid
your
the
armor
blade.
roll.
I just have to stab him first.
Okay. Does that take care of your side?
Did Potter do anything?
No.
I don't think he can do any help with rallying anybody that isn't about to die anyway. So he's just gonna take another focus turn.
And did Norbit do anything?
Norbert, oh, did he? No, he's prone currently, so he would have to get up. Get up, Norbert. Try again, Norbert.
He could get up and attack or get up and guard. If all of your enemies are guarding, you might want to guard too.
If
You're
he
a
gets up and
veteran.
steps back, then at least they have to step forward and guard or guard and attack. They
You're
can't
a
guard and
fast
attack.
mover. You could break away. There's no free attacks in this game because it's not D&D, and go over here and join this motley crew over here.
Yeah, I guess so with a dash, and his dash is 7, which is not bad. And that one could actually get you.
Your dash is 7?
Let's see. I think so.
Right.
He's a horse. He's got fast mover and
Well, fast
Okay.
mover.
So,
I'm about to say,
Norbert-
because while my strength and speed, my dash is 6. It's like, wait a second.
Yeah. It should be 6 and 2 because he's got a stride.
6 and 2.
So you
It's
6 and then you stride 2.
that's
okay.
possibly a clerical error on my
Norbert,
part.
Are you aggressive or are you defensive?
Norbert is currently defensive. He's got a parrying weapon.
Move over there and guard, and you're done.
Well, because he had to stand up first.
He had to stand up first.
Okay,
So.
stand up. Oh, we're done. Great. So I came over to help you, and now I'm gonna get mobbed.
Ha
It's
ha.
okay.
How's that feel, Anushka?
It's okay. I'm guarding.
Not bitter.
Okay. All right. Not bitter.
But
All
you have,
right.
we're doing fine. You're mopping up everything. It's what you do.
Okay. This dude is going to stride and guard, and then this guy's going to attack with his pack
Yeah.
tactics.
All right.
And he'll do another weak strike. 2d6, d8, d12.
I will parry.
2d12 because he's a. Actually, no, just 1d12. He's not aiming. He's guarding.
Man, I don't know why my
Oof.
rolling is so crappy. Because that's a 12 that gets in.
Yep, just the 12 though.
Is it weak or are you knocking out?
It is weak. Yeah.
But you still scored a 3-point hit, of which I will only soak 2.
Yeah. Oof. Knocked
I
you
will
out.
become hurt and asleep. Hopefully, my priest guy can help me out.
Now, do you still become hurt, or does it you become asleep instead of hurt?
No, it's hurt and asleep.
Okay.
This is
Also
Ironclaw.
causes.
You can kill somebody with a mercy strike. It's a bug we have up our butt. So I'll save it for the debriefing.
Okay. All right. All right. Anushka might be the one who gets carted away then. Because yeah, that was the first strike. Well, this guy moved up and guarded. This guy attacked and guarded.
Right.
This dude can't attack. He's afraid.
This is the afraid guy. You could just have him dash and then take cover so he can get out of line of sight and recover his nerve.
I think so. I
Which
think
means
he's
if we
just gonna.
finish the fight while he's gone, we can finish the fight.
Yeah. All right. That takes care of that group over there. Now these guys are now officially outnumbered.
One is reeling and hurt. One is just guarding and fine.
Okay. Yeah, so to make it quick, just make this guy recover and guard.
Yeah.
And then this guy here is looking at, hey, if I aim an attack or guard an attack, Harmon, I might be able to get in. So you would do that.
Yeah. Okay. We'll do that. He's gonna get his pack tactic D12 bonus.
Yeah, he gets a D12 from his buddy, so he might do it.
I find that
And-
the NPCs are no more effective than when Rafferty is controlling them.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Suggesting that's the fastest way to do it.
I know, I agree. I'm just saying that every time you have advice, the NPCs get 100% more deadly.
I like a deadly game. What can
So
I say?
do I.
All right.
I am wearing a shield. I am not guarding.
4, right?
4 high. Yeah. Not even close.
I don't look at the rolls before I roll. I compare after the fact.
Right. So that was easy. I think that's all the hostiles.
That's what's a
I think
countdown.
that's it.
Okay. Well, Doctor, can you help me or am I doomed?
Get up, you crazy kid! Hey, you are awake and you are not reeling.
Well, you can remove hurt, right?
Yes, so I could
Yeah.
use that instead if you like.
I used the wrong color. I used red. So, but yeah, why don't you remove the hurt? I could use less hurt.
There you go. So you are not hurt. You are awake. Have fun reeling, and have fun standing up.
And
And I'm
can't
sorry, you weren't flying anymore, right? Take that off.
I assume if
If she was flying and got
unconscious-
knocked out, then you'd fall.
Well, I am flying, but I'm like inches above the ground, so I'm not hurt. So no, I
Yeah,
already
you just tumbled. That's all.
which would have sent me reeling, but I was already reeling, so who cares?
And now you're prone because you were unconscious.
Oh, I'm definitely prone. That's why I flipped myself
Yeah.
upside down.
I will also
that
ready
works.
magic in my hand again.
Okay, so my action has to be to get back up. If I had acrobat as a gift, I could get up for free. So don't think I'm not thinking about it. Yeah, that's 2-to-1 odds. So since I can just yeet, I am going to yeet.
Okay.
So let's see. That's because I got 7 hexes, and then we drift.
You know, Anushka, you could always drop off your gun with Potter and let Potter reload it.
I'm a better shot. I just need to stop rolling crappy.
Oh no, he was saying to reload it.
Just to reload it.
You know, like old
Oh,
Skunk
Let him
works.
waste all of
Right.
his time because he's not doing much.
That's also an option. But yeah, no, I just need to stop rolling crappy. I need to survive a round. All right, so
Ooh,
yeah,
I like that
probably
idea.
need to get up and fly away. My goal was to get Norbert some breathing room.
Yeah, you fight in pairs, and you have somebody whose job it is just to reload your weapons,
Yeah,
and they just use their actions doing that and guarding.
That was Skunkworks, the ally in Gang of Irregulars. That all they did was reload weapons.
I think it's this mob crew right here. Potter, you could try to come over here and rally Herman.
Oh, please don't.
Yes,
Mhm.
rally him.
That is a superstitious level of anybody Potter talks to dies. It's not.
That's especially why you should rally him.
Now, dude, I'll be merciful. I'll let you live. But Connor will aim and attack that guy there.
Okay. Our hurt buddy. He's going to try to counter for
I'm
what
gonna
it's
roll
worth.
that favorite use.
Oh God, please let this be an overkill.
Jeez,
You
it
have
could.
1, 2, 3. You have 3 on him, don't you?
Yeah, looks
Yeah.
like it.
3 on him, +1 because it's critical, +2 because it's a weapon, and you're attacking, and he's already hurt. That is oh my God, that is I can count. That's a 7-point hit. Soak 7 points, jerk.
Let's see what he does.
He's
Yeah.
only dead.
Only dead.
I
Yeah,
wanted an
but-
explosion.
I mean, I went for
What?
a overkill down south and didn't pan out either. It's so
I
hard
know,
for some reason.
I believe in you. So he's only dead.
I remember when
Only-
overkills happened left and right. They just don't seem to come anymore.
Well, we're fighting guys with good tactics and who know how to fight.
Yeah.
Slavers are
And since
Okay.
you aimed and attacked, you can't move in. Go for it,
Yeah.
Norbit. You go first.
You want Norbert to move in?
Go for it.
All right.
an attack. You get a tactics bonus. The guy's going to counterattack your ass, but it's going to be hilarious.
He takes a
Oh
shaky
yeah,
step
I
forward.
go. I remove my own reeling, so then you can attack
Gotcha.
with your tactics.
Okay. I believe his tactics is just a d6.
Oh, wait, are you relentless, Armin?
Yeah. Why?
Oh, I mean, as the gift, you can just negate reeling?
No. Sorry, I'm relentless. Is my personality.
Yeah, relentless is also a gift in the game that just lets you not be reeling.
Yeah, no, I don't pick that. I am as deadly reeling as I'm not. I'll just stand in a doorway and block your way. What are you gonna do? Push me?
Norbert's got a D8 tactic die, which is nice. So it's 2d6, 2d8 because he's also strong. coming at this guy and still rolled pathetically. And this guy is going to counter with 2d6 and a d12 and whack Norbert real hard on the side of the head for
And Norbert accidentally
2
dies.
points, 4 points. Norbert will soak 2d6 and a d8.
And that's not weak.
Well,
And
he
that's not
did
weak,
survive
but-
a rally by Potters, so we're just waiting to see what happens now.
I mean, I gave him the opportunity to prove himself.
Norbert is a body die, and he has a d6 from his armor.
Uh,
Well, he rolled two sixes so far. So
Two
he's still
sixes
got
and a 1.
What?
Those 2 6s are him? Okay.
yeah, the 2 6s were his soak. The 1 was
Perfect.
also his
But
soak.
this is
so.
the weak mace, right? So he soaks twice.
No, it's not weak.
No.
It's only when he attacks.
Oh, okay. So he takes 2
Yeah, because
damage.
it was a counter.
So he's reeling, hurt, and afraid.
Got it.
No, their slavers, they have knockout strike, which means when they attack, they can make it weak, but they have a chance of knocking you
Right.
unconscious.
Got it. All right. Well, then I guess I'll attack this guy up here.
Without tactics, though, because now Norbert is reeling.
Yeah, and without aiming or anything like that, since I only have 1 action. So yeah, not threatened. Strength applies. Not aiming.
And he'll try to counter you. Hey, man. That
Yep,
guard, man.
You were guarding. I can't. You're a veteran and you're guarding. You had an advantage.
Guarding dice are just rolling really big this time.
Yep.
They are.
So that's
They
what,
are.
3 damage?
Yeah.
I am hurt and reeling. God, I can't wait till I get not Die Hard. It's Die Hard, isn't it?
Mhm.
Die Hard's extra soak when you're hurt,
Yep.
and
It's on my list. Because I expect to stand there bloodied and whatnot, just taking the blows.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's it for you guys, unless
Unless Potter wants to,
Potter wants to do something.
sign someone's death warrant.
Come on,
You know
Potter.
what?
Rally
You need a
him.
rally. You do.
No! I didn't share with you my true name. You can't sign that death note.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. There's going to be a range penalty
Damn
on
it.
this one, too.
Told you. What is Potter good for? Getting people killed. That's the same roll you made just before Gaston died.
You have a focus, you could do it a second time.
Can you, though? It would be the same action twice.
Yeah, no.
I'll just have him guard, and that would be it.
Okay.
You know what?
Potter is named
Moving
after the
here,
field where a lot
there's-
of people died.
Yep. Oh, he's keeping record of how many people he's killed.
Okay. All right. So that was it for you.
I mean,
Um,
the one thing that's not happening here is you're not saying what he's actually saying every time he's rolled a 1 on his.
Saying,
is
ooh, that
true.
looks nasty.
Just squeaks helplessly and distractingly.
Well, what are Potter's inspirational words
Harlan,
that
I
get
bet
everyone
most of
killed?
that blood isn't yours. You should keep
Exactly.
going.
Oh, that's so much blood. All right.
He's
yeah.
that guy from that British game show with all the mazes. He's just always, ooh, nasty.
Okay, well, Doctor, you can hear these two rats. One turns to the other and says, damn, they're stronger than we thought. Go, fetch reinforcements. And these guys are going to bail. They're just going to run away.
yeah, we killed 2 of them, right?
2, I think 3 total are dead. This guy's still dying. This guy's going to run as well, though.
Yeah, but if they have a camp that's up there, they're going to warn everybody that we're coming.
The remaining rats have completely bailed.
The remaining rats have bailed. I mean, if you want to, there are 4 that have run away. 1 headed north. Grab my pointer. 1 headed north. That's not my pointer. And the
Well,
other
they-
2 headed west.
There's also
Yeah.
a number of dead bodies on the ground, which might have information on them as well.
Yeah, we can search them, but this only well, first of all, hey, we suspected there were more slavers out there. We were right.
You were right.
secondly, this just reaffirms everything I was worried about, which is we're not a very good ambushing party, and they came and met us with armed resistance. I don't think we'll be next time.
It does fall into the previous tactic of, hey, let's whittle their numbers down as they send themselves at us in eight groups apiece.
Well, they probably won't only come back with 8. I suspect that if they engage us again, they will bring more people.
Well, I mean, this time they sent 12 guys. 4 of them died. A couple of them are heavily injured. We are whittling their numbers down bit by bit.
Right. In which case, they might do what's the opposite of a naughty dog? I guess a polite cat. Where they might start bugging out because they're tired of getting killed.
And if they know that we're heading in their direction, they might fold. So we could still manage a success out of this without having to get into a protracted engagement.
They're probably not going to surrender.
No, what I mean fold is pack up their stuff and move.
Yeah, no, I agree. I thought fold would mean surrender. But yeah, no, I mean, they might bug out.
Right, in which case we've won the region at the very least.
We didn't liberate any slaves.
No, but we've eliminated a number of slavers that we could prove with the bodies.
Yeah, but unfortunately our goal is to investigate.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of definitions to investigate.
Can I talk to someone else?
Mm-hmm. What you can do, I mean, if you guys think that you have solved it and then completed the investigation, you can bring the evidence you have back to Harmony, and it's going to be on them to determine, like, if your job is done. But the gift does just say investigate.
Okay, really? Gift, goal. Goal is what you mean.
That's what I mean. I'm sorry. The goal does say investigate.
I whisper it every time. Anyway, you have geography, right, Anushka?
I have geography already, yeah.
Does that help you, like, try and draw a map?
Wouldn't that be cartography?
What would help me immensely to draw a map would be cartography, which I don't have, but I can fake it.
Right, but can geography actually help you draw a map, though, as well?
Yeah.
Because if we need investigation, evidence, and whatnot, you've actually flown over the area, you've seen possible spots and everything whatnot, you could maybe draw a map, we can bring the physical evidence that we have, and this does still amount to an investigation. Sorry, go ahead, Anonymous.
The important thing, I think, is who does the witch serve?
That's
an answer we don't have.
I thought these people were unrelated to the witch. I thought that was the whole discussion we had before.
No,
they have their own.
I think we have proven... Okay, these guys are organized bandits and organized slavers with an organization. This is an invasion. In fact, that would explain why they're destroying the signal towers, because they are invading. They are invading and staking people. We have images. We have witnessed this firsthand. We have bodies we can bring back, and we have we have the cages and the clubs. We have slaver gear right here, so we could go back and say, "Here's your problem. You've got slaver." And
but who's the invader? Is it them on their own, or do they have a financier?
Well, that's a question we haven't resolved. Like, who's...
If we could have captured someone here, we could have.
But we don't necessarily have to do that, because we could just go back and say, we have evidence of that, and you guys need to send an army. Because as much as I have faith in Connor's sword arm, and especially Harmon's sword arm, we're commoners. We're not an army. The deeper we get, because remember, first we encountered 6 guys, and then we encountered 12 guys. There could be an army up here, and I think what corroborates that is they're destroying the signal network. They're destroying hey, let's destroy all the towers that would warn you there's an army here. Which step 2 is move the army in.
Where are we on the actual map right now?
You guys are south of Harmony on the eastern bank of the Lyora River.
So we're not actually that close to the border with the Dollaro.
I would say you're fairly close to the border. I assume that river is the border between Dollaro and
maybe I'm not remembering the map right.
And the borders aren't drawn on the map, because everyone asks me why they're not drawn on the map, is because, well, technically all the kingdoms claim they own the entire island.
Well, in my memory, I'm thinking that you're saying that we're somewhere close to, like, the Enclume, like the middle-ish area of the Abattoir. Am I remembering wrong?
I would say no. You guys are basically on the edge of the Abattoir. territory.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not remembering the map right.
We're in southern Doloro or northern Averdois, depending on who you ask.
Hmm.
So,
So again, I think the thing we do need is either A, some evidence of whom is invading, or B, eyes on a sizable number of their force. The
Yeah, well,
only person who could do this is you, and those men went in that direction.
none of these guys, I mean, I assume we could search the bodies. None of these guys are going to have writs on them that say, I work for the Doloro. They said I could take anybody I wanted. So, I mean, like, I'm assuming they have no evidence on them.
Yeah. The only other option then is to take one of these dead bodies down to that swamp in the southern, the southwestern side of the Aventura territory, and hopefully find somebody who can speak with the bird.
So they could be mercenaries on the employ of someone like the Doloro or the Bisclave and deliberately not flying colors so they can, claim indemnity. They could also be random slavers who have shown up to take advantage of the chaos that's going on and selling people into slavery somewhere else.
Well, wait, did these guys have green felt cloaks?
Yeah.
We'll say
But
so.
that's camouflage, dude. They're just dressed to be in
Yeah.
the...
But they're
And I
felt, though. Felt is not...
I don't know what the I don't know how if felt is a rare fabric or not. They're not high quality though, so perhaps they're not felted. Perhaps they're just.
Well,
I
I
don't know
mean,
what people would be
pointedly,
wearing,
for
linen?
example, the what were they called? Forest ghosts? Not what were they called? The forest ghosts?
The revenants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the revenants weren't wearing green cloaks and everything like that, so it's not like it's a common thing. Everybody does.
Mm-hmm.
If all of these guys are wearing green cloaks, it might mean more than just being, hey, camouflage.
Commoners, they have 3 colors: white, green, and brown, and white eventually becomes green or brown. So
I'm just throwing out there that maybe they're wearing common colors because they're, commoners pretending to be soldiers, and hey, I need something to identify my friend from another guy in the battlefield.
Mm.
Because, I mean, otherwise, if you guys want to try and find the witch amongst the other guys, it's probable that the witch is going to be in their main encampment, and I think the argument being said right now is that despite 2 of us being good fighters, the rest of us are not, and we don't want to wander into the middle of what's possibly a soldier's encampment.
right, which is why I'm only thinking the fastest of us who could get eyes on and then leave maybe ought to do that, just so we know what we're dealing with.
I'm not sure I want to go look at them because I'm not that stealthy and they could shoot me out of the air.
Also, they might have flyers of their own.
They might have flyers of their own. They might also have guns of their own. They haven't used guns at this point because first of all, we've been running the low level guys. But if I went to the high camp, I might get shot by a ballista or an actual gun. Because you don't want to fire a gun in the hills. People will hear that. So, but if I went to their camp, they might shoot me out of the sky.
Well, additionally problematic is that you've already flown up and looked across the horizon from a height that makes the horizon extremely distant, and you saw nothing, right?
Yeah, so whatever their camp is, it's well hidden.
Yeah, so it's covered by forest.
I think we should go back and report in.
As much as I would love to hang out in this wood and kill as many people as they want to send my way, I don't think it's for the best. It would be fun, but I don't think it's for the best.
Yeah, I'd say we report back, and if we must return, do so in force.
A retreat it is, then.
It's not a retreat.
We are
Tactical
moving
withdrawal.
backwards from our advancements.
Yes. Well, I think you'll find in physics that there's no such thing as backwards. There's only forward
It's a
momentum
tactical
in different
withdrawal.
directions.
We are aggressively moving away.
All
We
right.
have
Are you
pointed our
guys
forward march back the way we came.
okay? At this point, you guys are probably about equidistant between Harmony, which was the place where the last signal tower was burned, and Hanet, which is the place where you guys encountered the first group of bandits. That's the monks, the Chandlers, who their signal tower was also vandalized.
Can't wait till the chandeliers are behind us the whole time.
Right. I think
It was an
Harmony
insurance
was
scam.
Harmony was the larger settlement, if I recall, and actually had the guards. So that's
That
probably the
is-
place we want to go if we're looking to reinforce.
Yeah, the chandeliers are literally just like an encampment of monks.
Yeah.
They're not even a town or settlement, they're an encampment according to the book.
Yes, let's go to
Alright.
the actual population center. Then we can hire a messenger.
Sorry, the more I think about it, the more it is a Scooby-Doo crime. The chandeliers are trying to take over the entire candle-making business, so they're going to take out the lighting towers.
Take out the competition.
Oh yeah, there'll be no more lights except for our lights. And we've gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you, old man Sanders, and your dog.
You snooping kids. All right, so you guys are gonna head back to the Abbey town of Harmony. I'm gonna ask for a 5-minute break.